Today we are going to discuss about linear equations in one variable from class 8, and this is from exercise 2.4. The first problem from exercise 2.4: find the value of x so that L is parallel to M. And this is a given figure where L and M are parallel lines and P is a line which is a transversal. So as we have discussed about this topic in class 7, lines and a transversal. So you can see one of the angle is given as 2x plus 15 and the other angle is 3x minus 10. So from this figure we can see this is a line L and this is line P. Okay, so these two are intersecting lines. So if two lines intersect each other, then the pair of vertically opposite angles are equal. That means this angle is 2x plus 15. So vertically opposite angles becomes equal, that is 2x plus 15. So these angles becomes 2x plus 15 because they are vertically opposite angles. Now you can identify this 2x plus 15 and 3x minus 10. So one of the angle is interior and this 3x minus 10 is exterior. So as we know, if one of the angle is interior and the other angle is exterior, and if the two angles are on the same side of a transversal, then we call it as a corresponding angles. So you can see this angle is interior and the 3x minus 10 is exterior. Two angles are on the same side, then we can say that they are corresponding angles. When a transversal is formed, then the pair of corresponding angles are equal. So we solve this problem. First we write the given L is parallel to M and P is a transversal. Okay, now by the problem we can say that these two angles are equal. Why? Because 2x plus 15 is equals to 3x minus 10, because they are corresponding angles. So from the figure we can say that the two angles are corresponding angles. Now by transposing the variables to LHS and the constants to RHS, now it becomes 2x. If I transpose plus 3x, it becomes a minus 3x, which is equals to, write minus 10 as it is. Transpose this plus 15 to RHS, it becomes minus 15. Okay, 2x minus 3x is a minus 1x or minus x, which is equals to, so here we are adding two negative integers. So if we add two negative integers, result will be always negative, and add the two numbers, 10 plus 15 is 25. Now you can see in both LHS and RHS we have a negative sign, and in between LHS and RHS there is an equal sign, so we can cancel this negative. That is minus minus get cancelled. 1x is nothing but x, which is equals to 25. That means value of x is 25 degrees. Okay, so this is the first question. So let us go to the second question. So this is the second question. 8 times of a number reduced by 10 is equal to the sum of 6 times the number and 4. Find the number. Okay, we have to find that number. So first we start from here. Find the number. So we do not know what is that number. So first we write let the number be x. So we take this number. Now we start from the question. 8 times of a number. 8 times of a number. We know the number be x. 8 times of a number, which 8 times of a number. 8 times of a number is how much? 8 into number is x, nothing but 8 into x is 8x. Okay, reduced by 10. 8 times of a number reduced by 10. So I write this statement. 8 times of a number reduced by 10. So reduced by 10, 8 times of a number is 8x. Reduced is nothing but subtracted. How much? by 10. Okay, now go for the second statement. Is equal to the sum of 6 times the number and 4. Sum of 6 times the number. So first we write the 6 times. 6 times the number is equals to 6 into the number is x, which is nothing but 6x. Okay, and 4, sum of 6 times. So I write the sum of 6 times the number and 4. That means sum of 6 times and 4 is added, that is 6x plus 4. So this is the statements which is given from the question. Now according to the problem, so we write a problem. You can see 8 times of a number reduced by 10 is equal to, okay, so 8 times of a number reduced by 10 is how much? 8x minus 10 is equal to the sum of 6 times of a number and 4. Sum of 6 times of a number and 4 is how much? Is equals to 6x plus 4. Okay, now transposing the variables to left side and the constants to right side. So write 8x as it is and transpose this plus 6x, it becomes minus 6x, which is equals to, so 4 write as it is, and transposing minus 10 to RHS, it becomes a plus 10. So here we are subtracting two variables, so variables will be same, and 8 minus 6 is how much? 2x, which is equals to 4 plus 10 is 14. Okay, so now we can transpose 2 to RHS because which is on multiplication, 2 is on multiplication, so x is equals to, if I transpose multiplication to RHS, it becomes a division. So 2 1s are 2 7s are, x is equals to 7. So therefore the number is how much? Is 7. Okay, so hope you understood the second question. Let's go for the third one. The next question number 3. A number consists of two digits whose sum is 9. If 27 is subtracted from the number, its digits are reversed. Find the number. So we do not know the two digit number, so we have to find that number, and that number, sum of those two digits is 9. Okay, so we do not know what is that number and we have to find that number, and as we know the sum of the digits is 9. That means if I add those two digits, their sum will be 9. So first we take let a digit of two digit number. The first digit of two digit number is x, so we take this x. Okay, that means this x is nothing but a ones place value. Okay, so now we all I'm taking this x as a first digit, and the sum of the digits is given how much? Sum of the two digits is 9. Okay, so this x is in ones place, so I have writing x as a ones place, and their sum is how much? 9. So we have to find the second digit also. So if I take this y as in second digit, okay, now we have to find we have to find the second digit. How to find? If I transpose this plus x to right side, it becomes a minus x. That means y is equals to 9 minus x. So this becomes the second digit. Okay, that means sum of these two digits is 9, and if one of the digit is x, the other digit becomes a 9 minus x. Okay, so we write another digit is equals to 9 minus x. Look here, so x is in ones place and 9 minus x is in a tens place. Okay, so sum of these two digits, so we are adding these two digits, and this x is in ones place and this 9 minus x is in tens place. Now the number is, now we can find the number is, So I write this expanded form. So let us take one example. 32 is the number. So from this 32 we can write in expanded form. How can we write this in expanded form? So 2 is in ones place and 3 is in a tens place. So to write this 32 as an expanded form, so this can be written as 3 into 10 plus 2 can be written as 2 into 1, because 2 is in ones place, so we are multiplying with 1, and 3 is in tens place, so this becomes 30 plus 2. So this is the method we use in expanded form. In the same way, so x is in ones place, okay, and 9 minus x is in tens place. How can we write this? 10 into 9 minus x plus 1 is in x place, so we can write this as 1 into x. Okay, so here we write the number is 10 into 9 minus x plus 1 into x, because x is in ones place. Now we can expand this again by multiplying. 10 into 9 is 90 minus 10 into x is 10x plus 1x, right as it is. Okay, now 90 right as it is, minus 10x plus 1x. Minus 10 plus 1 is nothing but minus 9x. So this is the number. If one of the digit is x and the other digit is 9 minus x, then the number is 90 minus x. Now if the digits are reversed, so these are the digits x and 9 minus x. If the digits are reversed, so what is that number if the digits are reversed? Suppose, so 32 is the number, as we have taken one example, and if I reverse this number, it becomes 23. That means, so in this 32, 2 is in ones place and 3 is in tens place. If the digits are reversed, that means 2 comes to tens place and 3 goes to ones place. Okay, that is the meaning of digits are reversed. So in the same way, so if the digits are reversed, so if the digits are reversed, now we can see x is in ones place. So in the first statement, x is in ones place and 9 minus x is in tens place. If the digits are reversed, x becomes a tens place and 9 minus x becomes a ones place. That means 10 into x plus 1 into 9 minus x. So here we are reversing the digits. So that means 10 into x is 10x plus 1 into 9 is 9 minus 1 into x is 1x. Now we can solve this. 10x minus 1x is 9x plus 9, right as it is. So if the digits are reversed, it becomes a 9x plus 9. Now go to the question again. If 27 is subtracted from the number, so which number? To this number. This is the number. 90 minus 9x is the number, and 27 is subtracted from the number. Okay, the digits are reversed. We have to find that number. So what is given? Given that if 27 is subtracted from the number, if 26 is subtracted from the number, its digits are reversed. If digits are reversed, okay, so that means, so this is the number 27 minus 90 minus 9x, and 27 is subtracted. 27 is subtracted from the number. The number is this one, and 27 is subtracted. That means first we have to write that number, and again minus 27, which is equals to, this digits are reversed. Okay, 9x plus 9 is nothing but the number which is reversed. Now 90 minus 27 is how much? 63 minus 9x, right as it is, which is equals to 9x plus 9, right as it is. Okay, now variables transpose to left side and the constants to right side. Minus 9x, if I transpose plus 9x, it becomes minus 9x, which is equals to So plus 9 writes as it is, and if I transpose plus 63, it becomes minus 63. Okay, minus 9x is minus 18x, which is equals to 9 minus 63 is a minus 54. Okay, now you can see on LHS and RHS we have a negative sign, and between those two negative signs we have an equal sign, so we can cancel the negative symbols. Now 18 is in multiplication, so if I transpose this multiplication to RHS, it becomes a division, that is x is equals to 54 by 18. 18 ones are 18 threes are, that means x is equals to 3. So this is the first digit. Let a digit of a 2-digit number is x. Okay, so this is the first digit. We have to find the second digit, another digit. So digit number is x, which is nothing but 3. So another digit is 9 minus x, which is nothing but 9 minus 3, which is equals to 6. That is nothing but this 6 is in tens place and 3 is in ones place, so therefore the number is 63. So this is the number, and their sum is equals to 9. 6 plus 3 is equals to 9. So, okay, so this is question number 3. So this problem is based on a expanded form. Okay na? So here we have solved by using expanded form. So when digits are reversed and adding those two, and again the number is subtracted. Okay, so this is the question number 3. So let's go on to question number 4. Next, question number 4. A number is divided in two parts such that one part is 10 more than the other. If the two parts are in the ratio 5:3, find the number and the given two parts. So given ratio is 5:3, that means the number is divided in the ratio 5:3, and if the two parts are divided, one part is 10 more than the other. Okay, suppose if I take 5 as a first part, and the second part will be 10 more than the first part, that means 5 plus 10. So we are adding plus 10 to the first part. Okay, so here, and the number is divided into the ratio 5:3, so we have to find that number and also the two parts. So the first step we write, given the number is divided in the ratio 5:3. So we do not know the first part and second part. Let the first part or one part, first part be x. Let the first part be x, and the second part is, so here you can say two parts such that one part is 10 more than the other. If the first part is x, then what will be the second part? 10 more than the first part. So other part is 10 more than the first part. 10 more than the first part, that becomes x plus 10. Okay, so given ratio is 5:3, and the first part be x and the second part be x plus 10. Now according to the problem, so we write this these parts as x plus 10 divided by x, which is equals to 5/3. So why have written in division x plus 10 by x, which is equals to 5/3? Because 5:3 can be written as 5/3. So a is to b can be written as a by b. So I have written 5:3 as a 5/3, and the x plus 10 by x, x plus 10 is to x, can be written as x plus 10 by x. So you have a small doubt, so why we have written x plus 10 in the numerator? Because so this x plus 10 is the bigger number than the first part. Okay, this x plus 10 is bigger than the first part. Okay, and he can say in the ratio 5:3, so this 5 is a bigger and the 3 is a smaller part. So in the same way, so first we have written the bigger part and the smaller part, bigger part, smaller part. Okay, Now we can cross multiply this. So 3 into x plus 10 is equals to 5 into x. Again we can multiply 3 into x is 3x plus 3 into 10 is 30 is equals to 5x, right, as it is. Now so transpose this to right side and variables to left side. 3x rise as it is, and if I transpose plus 5x it becomes a minus 5x, which is equals to, if I transpose plus 30 it becomes a minus 30. Okay, 3x minus 5x is how much? Minus 2x, which is equals to minus 30, right, as it is. I can say on both sides we have a negative signs, and between negative signs there is an equal sign, so we can cancel minus and minus. Now 2 is on multiplication, we can transpose the 2 in 2 RHS, it becomes a division. That means x is equals to 30 by 2. 2 ones are 2 15s are, x is equals to 15. So if one part is, so this is the first part, one part is 15, then what will be the other part? Other part is x plus 10. So x plus 10 is 15 plus 10, which is equals to 25. Okay, so this is question number 4. Next, question number 5. When I triple a number and add 2, I get the same answer as I do when I subtract the number from 50. So we have to find that number. So we do not know the number, so let us assume that the number be x. Now when I triple a certain number is x, and when I triple that number it becomes a 3x. Okay, so first we write according to that question. So let the number be x. Okay, now when I triple a certain number is x, and triple the number, triple is nothing but 3 times, so I write 3 times of a number. 3 times of a number is 3 into x, which is 3x. Now when I triple a certain number and add 2, so I tripled a certain number 3 times a number and add 2, 3 times a number and add 2, that means 3 times a number is 3x, add plus 2, 3x plus 2. Now I get the same answer as I do when I subtract the number from 50. So I subtract the number from 50. What is that number? Number is x. X is subtracted from 50, then we get the same answer as when I triple a certain number and add a 2. Okay, now we do this, subtract the number from 50. That means x is subtracted from 50. So we know from represents the first, we have to write the second number minus first number is x. 50 minus x. I get the same answer. Now I read this statement, I get the same answer as I do when I subtract. That means when I triple a certain number and add 2, we get the same answer when I subtract the number from 50. That means these two statements are equal. Okay, that means this statement 3x plus 2 and 50 minus x are equal. So I write according to that problem. According to the problem, 3x plus 2 is equals to 50 minus x. So you can read the statement once again. When I triple a number and add 2, I get the same answer as I do. So that means I get the same answer as I do when I subtract the number from 50. Subtracted from 50 is 50 minus x. That means, so if I triple that number and add 2, get the same answer when I subtract the number from 50. Okay, that means they are equal. Now transposing the variables to left side and the constants to right side. 3x right as it is. If I transpose minus x, it becomes a plus x. which is equals to, write 50 as it is, and transposing plus 2 it becomes a minus 2. 3x plus x is a 4x, which is equals to 50 minus 2 is 48. So here 4 into x, 4 is on multiplication, so if I transpose multiplication to right side it becomes a division. That means x is equals to 48 by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. X is equals to 12. So therefore the number is 12. So this is question number 5.